Hello, let's get this started as Xiaoming suggests and skip right to the day one vote. I suppose in doing so it speeds up the video and all that, and nothing is lost in this case at least, because no reviews were made, no reports obviously. And it looks like Rockio gets eliminated here, and I see Remnant cares. Says he doesn't care if Xiaoming lies, apparently. And Remnant and Comet are the guard duty, so we know it's not them, at the very least. And we get two claims of engineer as well, and they didn't report on the same person, so we can't confirm anything really there. We're still basically shooting in the dark. I know there is one report that says I am human, one report that says Xiaoming is human, but that's not much to work with. Now when Setsu says head, just kidding, I wonder if it's because they don't care whether or not we are on their side, or they already know, perhaps? And since Kukushika here chose me to investigate, this should prove I am not Gnosia. Now I take it from the exchanges between the four people here, Chippy, Kukushika, Remnin, and Otome. Otome and Kukushika form a pair, and Chippy and Otome as well form one. And it looks like Setsu chooses who they'll back in this fight. I'm thinking I'll do the same, cast my vote onto Otome, and it looks like the pairing of Otome and Chippy are actually in the revote together. And what do you know? All three are once again tied. In fact, everyone voted the same as they did the first time around, and so I suggest to freeze everyone, given that there are for sure at least one Gnosia in that group, and I think maybe two, that being Otome and Chippy. It's kind of weird. It looks like Chippy was yawning. He's not actually going to sleep though, he's getting put to cold sleep. And now that we've won, I'm having a little chat with Setsu, and they mentioned talking about who they might be in the next loop when they see us or when we see them, but our paths are not in sync. Our loops or our looping is different. Now, we are the Gnosia this time around, but the loop just started, and apparently my behavior is suspicious. Remnant points it out that I can't be trusted, and I'm not sure what behavior of mine was under review because the day just started and the loop just started for me. I suppose it's really the same for any day one accusation, that their behavior under scrutiny is theoretically from days before, and we just don't know exactly what happened. But that goes for anyone, really, not just myself. However, again, this time I am Gnosia. Chippy is also a Gnosia, so at the very least we have to not have them be eliminated so early on. Jonas, in fact, takes his place in Code Sleep. I feel like Chippy has a peculiar worldview. Yes, on one hand, he is actively trying to become a cat. Felinization, I believe. But one of his ideas we just saw from him now, and the other is about how those that con people don't want to do it, and that seems odd. And right here, Chippy intends on deceiving and using Rockio, but not because he wants to, I guess. Anyways, the night before his talk was about the fact that Gnosia are the ones being hunted rather than the humans, which doesn't really make sense. His argument is that we can only eliminate one human at a time for some reason, but the humans can only put one Gnosia in cold sleep at a time. So I don't see how that argument holds. Technically, yes, multiple people can be sent to cold sleep at the same time, but that's not the norm. And here again, we're having a discussion with Chippy, our partner in crime, and they explain to us that they feel bad for deceiving Rockio. At least we learned how to collaborate, so some teamwork came out of this. Ways we can ask, I suppose, others to join us in some way or another. Now Chippy is getting pressed on. I don't want to defend him too much because I feel like he's likely to get put into cold sleep regardless of what I do. And I'm gonna pile on to Rockio here, and it's almost like I'm choosing to go against Chippy and his other partner in crime, that being Rockio. Of course, ideally, it would have been engineered so that Rockio would be sent to cold sleep instead of Chippy, but Chippy gets sent instead. It's funny that Stella thinks that this is a coincidence, because it's not. I went to meet her of my own volition. There was no coincidence about it. I wonder if we chose to eliminate Stella here, we could play it off as a coincidence too. But no, we'll go after someone else. Now, since Xiaoming is gonna go ahead and cover for Rocky already, I think I will do the same and try to get them to stick around another round or so, because in some respects they should be suspected. If we get someone else out, in this case it will be Gina. Looks like we are piling onto them, and some are indeed defending her. And it works, so now we will not eliminate Rockio or Stella, and hope that we can get Rockio voted out next time around, after the pool of suspects has slimmed some. I wonder, maybe Stella hears things in her head because she's responding as if someone talked before her. She says yes, and then her statement as if someone said something akin to her statement, which no one did. No one said anything, actually. One of the benefits of having someone in collaboration with you, Stella, defending us. Of course, it doesn't work out. I blame Chippy. He intended on using and deceiving Rockio. Really? Personally, I don't think I saw anything remotely beneficial with that collaboration.